very important night in the career of Amir Khan. The Olympic silver medalist is now a first-class pro.
He's so talented and has such natural ability.
Tonight is Amir's 10th fight, the day after his 20th birthday. It's for his first title.
I want to become a world champion. This is the first of many.
It's a 10-rounder for Amir. He's never been beyond 6, but he rarely needs to go the distance. And a very decent crowd has stayed at the XL London. We are waiting for the arrival of a young man who has got universal appeal. Hello once again, welcome back to ringside. Amir Khan facing the biggest, possibly the longest fight of his professional career. Amir Khan following the heavyweights. And what action they gave us, Danny Williams and Audley Harrison. Harrison, the A-Force, did a number on Danny Williams, stopped him in the third, showing he's a real force on the world stage. Danny Williams down there, could be the last we'll see of him there. He's talking of retirement. We'll hear from Danny Williams later in the programme. Had lots of stitches and had his nose broken in that fight as well. We're going to hear from Barry McGuigan. We're going to hear from our commentators, from John Rawling and from Duke McKenzie. But, blimey, it's nearly Amir's bedtime, isn't it? He better get on with the fighting. Here's Michael Pass.
Ladies and gentlemen, making his entrance to the ring from Marseille, France, Rachid Drilzane.
Rachid Drilzane, a 28-year-old from Marseille. Been a professional since 2003. And I wonder if he's ever fought in front of a crowd anything like this. I very much doubt it. He's got a few fans there, though. That's the flag of France. Big crowd stayed on to see this. A first 10-round fight for Amir Khan, and there his opponent. Drilzane in his 14th professional fight tonight. Averting his eyes from the gaze of all. First time he's fought outside France. I wonder if that's a bit significant. But he has won his last 5. He's got a reputation for being strong. He can take a shot, not a big puncher. But here, looking to upset the best laid plans of Amir Khan. Khan, who's made terrific progress. 9 wins in 9 fights so far, and moving on inexorably up through the rankings in the division of the lightweights, and now here in the light welterweights. The IBF Intercontinental belt on the line. Drilzane struggling a little bit to get through the rope there. Maybe he'd have an easier job of it if he took the hat off, I don't know. He's got a slight smile traced across his lips. I think he's pretty cool with the whole situation. Certainly looked okay at the weigh-in yesterday. And now we await the arrival of Amir Khan.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, entering the building, the pride of Bolton, Amir Khan.
British boxing's most exciting young prospect, Amir Khan. Just celebrated his 20th birthday, and now in his first 10-round fight. There's an enormous contingent of fans who've made their way down from Bolton. And whatever you say about Amir Khan, I have to say he's an extremely likeable young fella. He has got genuine star quality. Standing up around the XL Centre. There's his dad, Shah, his uncle alongside him, his manager, Asif, and in his last refereeing job, Paul Thomas, after 31 years as a referee, this is the last time he's going to officiate, and how fitting in a way that he should be officiating with British boxing's new young star.
Ladies and gentlemen, Frank Warren proudly presents live and exclusive on ITV1, sponsored by the News of the World, big on boxing, and on the internet with www.frankwarren.tv. 10 3-minute rounds of boxing for the vacant IBF Intercontinental Light Welterweight title. IBF supervisor at ringside, Benedetto Montella. British Boxing Board of Control steward in charge, Charles Giles. Timekeeper at the bell, Michael McCann. The 3 scoring judges at ringside for this contest are all from England, namely John Coyle, Roy Francis, and Terry O'Connor. Finally, when the action commences, ladies and gentlemen, in charge of the action, after 31 years, this tonight is his final assignment as a star referee. Please, a warm London thank you to the charismatic Mr. Paul Thomas from Derby. And so to the boxers themselves. Introducing to you firstly, fighting out of the red corner, wearing the white and lime green shorts. At the weigh-in yesterday, he scaled 9 stone, 12 and a half pounds. His ring record this evening reads 13 contests, 10 wins, only 3 defeats. Presenting from Marseille, France, the first of the challengers this evening, Rachid Drilzane. And opposing him, boxing out of the blue corner, wearing his familiar star-spangled shorts trimmed with white. At yesterday's weigh-in, he scaled 9 stone, 10 and a half pounds. He has a perfect, unblemished record consisting of 9 contests, 9 wins. 7 of those wins coming by way of knockout. At the 2004 Athens Olympic Games, he struck a magnificent silver medal. Presenting the pride of Bolton, the second of the challengers this evening, the undefeated Amir Khan. Referee Mr. Paul Thomas with his final instructions. 10 3-minute rounds.
Little hug for Drilzane from his trainer, Sid Hamid Nooni.
Okay, guys, you know what it's all about. Keep your shots in the target area, nothing around the back of the neck, nothing in the kidney area. Remember to defend yourselves at all times unless you hear me shout stop boxing. Touch gloves. Best of luck to both of you. Okay, let's go.
At which point I assume the hat will now be removed. Paul Thomas, the referee, said the most charismatic fighter he's ever been in with was Nigel Benn. The best fighter, Ronald Winky Wright. I wonder if there might come a time when Amir Khan is a man who would rival both those terrific fighters. Here goes Amir Khan with professional appearance number 10 against Rachid Drilzane. He said he's going to pace himself, conserve energy, but he says there's so much more that we've yet to see. What he's produced in the gym, in practice, in sparring with Suleiman Enbai, the talented WBA light welterweight champion, the Frenchman. Oh, good shot. Good uppercut, first scoring punch. Drilzane with plenty of support in the auditorium. His fans are making themselves heard.
This could shape up to be quite interesting, John, because this kid isn't overawed, and Khan will need to keep a nice tight defence. It's another import for him, so, you know, and obviously they're up to the next weight division now, so he's just got to be a little bit more cautious. The left hand up. Drilzane, I should say, sorry, has quite a big frame.
He is sturdy-looking individual. He's been fighting at light welterweight. Amir Khan, a lightweight, really, remember, and he said that even when he's outside the ring, he only walks around at around about 10 stone 3. The light welterweight limit 10 stone. So it's not as though he has to boil down at all there. Good reactions from Khan as he just ducked away from that attempted chopping right hand. Oh dear, chopping right hand from Drilzane. One or two fighters tonight who've been struggling with the feet on this ring surface. Khan making a more measured start than he has of some of his previous contests. Just taking a little look at Drilzane. Keeping his glove up as Drilzane trying to rough him up. That's a good shot from Khan, good solid right hand. Jabbing well, Duke.
Yeah, he's got nice reflexes as Khan. He pops a jab really well. It's nice to see that he's learning his trade. He stopped jumping around as much now, looks to assert himself from a flat base, a flat-footed base.
Oliver Harrison, Khan's trainer, said Drilzane is strong but a little bit static. He said it's all very well being strong, but let's see how his speed is, how he copes with speed. And good hooks into the body. Body shots from Khan, looking to get the high-held guard of the Frenchman dragged down a little. Oh, it's another really good left hand from Khan. Good hand speed in the closing seconds of an opening round, which is bossed the further it's gone. Good round for Khan. Well, it's interesting there as Khan gets instructions in his corner that in the opposite side, Rachid Drilzane chose not to sit down at any stage. The old George Foreman trick. Fighters look across to the other side and see the man there as corner men very slow getting out and making a little bit of a statement. I don't need to sit down.
Yeah, he's just trying to show to Khan obviously that he's not tired, John. He doesn't need to rest. Drilzane's got a nice tight guard himself. He doesn't look too afraid of Khan, not afraid to put pressure on him.
Just caught Khan with a right hand there as he came in. That's good work from Khan though, putting his punches together well. A smile on the lips of Rachid Drilzane. First time he's ever fought outside his homeland, and that's a nice sweet little left hand counter from Khan. Let's not get carried away with the idea that this is a genuine world title belt or anything. It's a belt for young contenders, the Intercontinental light welterweight belt, but it's the first genuine tangible reward in terms of a belt that Khan will have had since his amateur days. And at home he's got cabinetfuls of medals and belts from his terrific amateur career, which culminated in that Olympic silver medal in Athens.
Khan can't take it for granted that he won't be hit with the overhand right, John, when he keeps his left low, like what this kid's just done now. He's just cottoned on to the fact that he's carrying it really low and he can pot shot with the right hand.
Drilzane fancies that shot there again, the right hand, right on cue, well read by Duke McKenzie. World champion himself, of course, in years gone by, and a couple of solid-looking right hands from Drilzane, showing that Khan's defence is maybe not quite as impervious as it might be. That's good work from Khan. First time that he's fought beyond 6 rounds, Khan, if it goes as far as that. Perhaps his hardest fight so far, the Hungarian Laszlo Kalmiati, over in Belfast earlier this year.
Khan's speed at the moment is the difference between these two, John. It's just beating Drilzane to the punch.
He's taking a careful look at it though. There's no going in there and throwing the kitchen sink at Drilzane, and none of the leaping around. Tidy it up, you hear the referee, Paul Thomas, say. Oh, it's a terrific shot. Doubled up beautifully on the left hand there, Khan.
I just feel Khan warming to the task now, John. He's standing his ground and really trying to slip these shots in. They're quite impressive. He's a much classier boxer when he sets himself and stops jumping around the ring, which is what he's doing now. He's walking around the ring, conserving energy.
Well, he's had to take a couple of shots in this second round, but that's what he'd hoped for. Drilzane still standing in his corner, but there you see how Khan was really putting his punches together well.
Nice little 1-2 combination there, John.
Into the third, it's a 10-round fight, remember. Drilzane getting animated instructions from his corner. I think they are encouraged with the way in which their man has been able to get through with that right hand. Oh, Khan's gone down there, but that's a slip again, says referee Paul Thomas, and rightly.
Well, Drilzane was just putting the pressure on him there, John, and he just lost his footing.
Khan now looking to plant his feet and throw punches with more intent. Good shot, and another one. That's a really classy left hand.
It's a sweeping long left hook he's leaning in with, John, and he's catching this kid beautifully.
Oh, that is class. And Drilzane now has to take backward steps. Amir Khan is really starting to unload here in the third round. The heads dangerously close to clashing.
Drilzane can't deal with the speed, John. Right now he can't find a way to get in close to Khan.
Look at that. Really good quality left-hand lead.
Khan needs to shorten those punches on the inside. He's swinging the right hand over, needs to shorten it in.
It's all a learning curve for Amir Khan. Nobody's saying this man is a Ricky Hatton or a Diego Corrales, but he's a step up in class. He's a move forward, and all the time as he moves through his professional career, Khan is on the learning curve.
Khan growing in confidence, John, round by round. He's not loading up on all these punches, which is another bit that he's learnt in his education.
Drilzane, remember, has won his last 5 fights. Good solid right hand from the Frenchman from Marseille. And again, the head's going dangerously close. Good left hand, terrific left hook from Khan. Drilzane takes it well, though, and shakes his head as much as to say, you're going to have to find a little bit more than that.
Drilzane just switched on the inside, switched to the southpaw stance, came back with a straight left and caught Khan with the shot, but Khan returning kind.
Khan going through the gears now. Just waiting for an opportunity to land maybe a counter shot. That's a good lead from Drilzane, only a glancing blow though. Khan just choosing to pick his punches, bide his time. Another good flashing left hand in the closing stages of this round. Another round for Khan. Khan really started to put his punches together in the closing stages of that round, and that was a solid left hook there.
It was a nice combination, John, nice two-fisted attack from Khan. I've got Khan winning everything at the moment, John. He's boxing quite an intelligent fight.
Khan's got Jamie Moore among the people in his corner, good left-hand lead. Moore, who had that thrilling victory over Matthew Macklin a few weeks ago. Another very popular figure up in the northwest.
Drilzane just starting to mark up now, John, around his left eye.
Well, no shock there, because it's pot-shotting for Amir with that left-hand lead. Khan as ever more or less unmarked. Oh, good body shot from Khan, switching the attack beautifully. There was a Frenchman called Mounir Guebas earlier this year who came over and stopped another lightweight contender, Danny Hunt, in 3 rounds back in May. I think that one was at the York Hall. But no sign at the moment that Drilzane is going to repeat that sort of shock result. And he seems to have lost the confidence to throw that right hand, which he was having some success with in the second round.
Well, Khan's winning these rounds, John, because he's just beating his kid to the punch. Plain and simple. He's beating him to the jab and the right hands. His lateral movement is superior to Drilzane. Drilzane's not fighting at a hard enough pace to bother Khan.
Khan just content to work away behind that very, very fast left-hand lead. And there you see, as he goes into defensive mode, Drilzane just left punching fresh air.
When Khan puts his combinations together, he stops Drilzane in his tracks.
Quiet around this from Khan, but I don't doubt that he'll try and put his foot on the accelerator in this last minute.
I think it's a more measured approach by Khan, John. He would almost appear to be pacing himself.
Well, he'd only had 23 rounds, you know, under his belt in his entire professional career. He needs rounds. He needs competitive action. It's not just about going in there and blowing people away. There's a better right hand from Drilzane. And covering up well as Khan tried to counter with that combination. Slightly slappy look about the right hand there from Khan as he went in over the top. Another round for Khan, but not perhaps quite the fireworks that some expect.
Downstairs, sink it in with your
And
hands
they are
up.
saying to Amir Khan that he has got to work away towards the body. But as he does so, be careful. They don't want him to get clipped by those rogue right hands. It's a good learning fight, this, for Khan. Drilzane still with a bit of ambition, Duke. That's a good body shot from Khan. That's what the corner were looking for him to do, and another one. They said go downstairs, and two really good meaty right hands, but he's just clipped by a left-hand counter.
Yeah, he was. But what he did in return, John, was stopped a beautiful little left hook on the inside, a reaction shot from Khan.
The horns of the French fans you can perhaps hear on our effects mics at ringside. A bit of a Gallic flavour to the atmosphere here. He's doing okay, is Rachid Drilzane. He's making a fight of it. Well, he's got a good chin, Duke.
Yeah, we didn't want to see him just fall over, John, in the first round, but, you know, this kid's come to win, he's come to fight, obviously. Tactics just a little bit wrong at the moment because he's allowing Khan much too much free range.
Khan trying to beckon him in. Wants to have the opportunity to fire in fast counters.
This is where Khan likes it, John, nice and long. Long arm shots.
Oh, he got clipped by a right hand, though. Right hand counter from Drilzane as Khan started to unload.
He's pulling out with his chin up in the air, John.
Khan.
Yeah, Khan's pulling out with his chin up in the air. He's got a nice attack, but he pulls out with his chin up in the air. So, you know, Drilzane can throw these sweeping shots and he might get lucky.
Drilzane, incidentally, has never had a stoppage victory in his 13 professional fights. He's a strong boy, but not a noted puncher.
So Khan's got a very useful jab. It's a hurtful jab, but he uses it correctly. Got a beautiful sweeping left hook, which I think is his best shot, John.
You look at the possible tests ahead for Khan after this. There's the WBU lightweight champion, Graham Earl. There's the new British lightweight champion, Jonathan Thaxton. I'm sure that both of them are going to be watching this with great interest and seeing the way that Drilzane is managing to get through.
Nice attack from Khan.
Well, there we go, Khan finishing the round strongly, and I think that is enough to get him another round under his belt, Duke. He's got 5 out of 5 on my card, would you agree?
Mine as well, John, yeah.
See what they're saying in that corner. Oliver Harrison, a little bit quietly spoken, but maybe we can just about make it out.
He's tired too. You hear me?
Some of the replay of the action from that 5th round. Drilzane had his moments, but Khan with the hand speed. Not really a clear power shot, that, but that's a good body shot.
Yeah, that was a nice sweeping
There's
shot.
payback time, though.
Nice sweeping sort of right uppercut to the body from Khan, but Drilzane took it pretty well.
That's really good. 4 or 5 punches, all of them scoring shots.
Seconds out, round 6.
Oliver Harrison a little bit slow getting out, smearing some grease around the left cheek of Khan. Maybe that right hand has caused a little bit of bruising. It certainly landed pretty flush.
Well, if Drilzane wants to win this fight, John, it's time for a change of tactics. He needs to get to Khan obviously a lot quicker, close him down, and try what Khan's doing, try to work his body. Because Khan's using all of this ring pretty well. This is what he likes to do, keep it nice and long, nice and at range, where he can start working the combinations.
It's better from Khan, good jab.
That's a hurtful jab, John. It's a hurtful jab, it's a stinging jab. When you land with that, the confidence just comes. The rest of the combinations just want to start to work.
Well, the critics, and there are plenty of them, have wanted to see Khan go through the paces and be in with a man who genuinely has ambition and ability, I might say, to really mix it with him, and Drilzane has not done a bad job. Khan now, though, I'm sure, will be looking to start to put the power shots together. It's a good shot from Drilzane again. Khan smiles back at him, but he had to take it.
Just a right-hand lead, straight shot from Drilzane. Couldn't miss Khan as he paused with the jab. Khan he won't get mad, John, he'll get even.
Almost on the target with that right-hand counter. Khan, who works away in the gym in Salford, caught by a left hand there as he came in trying to throw those body shots. It was a good left hand counter from Drilzane, and Khan has taken as many shots in this fight as he has, I think, perhaps in his entire career. Good right hand again, over the top. He's open to that one. When it goes back to the drawing board and to analyse this one, the openness to that right hand is something that's going to be analysed long and hard, I'm sure.
Well, it's a mistake that he's made probably throughout his whole career, John. He doesn't make many, but sometimes he does get lazy with the jab, and that's what he gets in return.
No cliche though, you expect to get your toes wet if you step into the pond, and this is the hurt game, and Khan cannot have everything all his own way. Referee Paul Thomas having a word with Drilzane for holding and pulling down. Closing seconds of the 6th round. Another round to Khan, but he has been clipped. Khan had to take a couple of shots in that round, and Drilzane has still got winning intent.
Well, John, you know, he's gritty, that's what he's known for. He doesn't just, you know, he hasn't come to lie down, he doesn't get knocked out so often, so...
Khan moving into uncharted territory, into the 7th round. He's never been as far as this before. First time in a 10-rounder.
Oh, that's good to see, John. It's good to see him into the 7th round. And it's also good to see now that he's carrying the left hand a lot higher.
I'm sure they'll have said that to him. Some wise heads in that corner. Oliver Harrison, Jamie Moore, Dean Powell. Sure they'll all have said, don't do anything stupid. And here comes Drilzane, fancying it. Two good right hands, and he's going looking for Khan. Khan suddenly has to use his mobility and his defensive skills to stay away from the Frenchman.
Yeah, and then mixed with 3 crisp jabs, John. That's pretty sensible. Not getting carried away. As I said, he made the kid miss and then made him pay. Mustn't get overconfident. Got to keep them.
Oh, that's a left hand. Did he touch down? Did he touch down? He's given it as a knockdown. And Paul Thomas, I think, absolutely rightly, has given that as a knockdown. Now, Khan hates it, the crowd hate it, but I reckon that there was a glove which did touch down, and in that case, that is a legitimate knockdown. Khan did not like that one, but we'll have to see that one perhaps in a replay at the end of the round, because it looked to me as though he did touch down, Duke.
Well, he touched down, John, there's no doubt about it. If you touch the canvas, the referee's entitled to give you a standing 8 count.
Well, a little bit of drama in the 7th round. Khan not hurt, but down. So, in theory, he would be heading towards losing this round 10-8.
Well, there's a question mark for you now, John. It wasn't a big shot. We'll have to wait until we see it on the replay to discover whether or not it was a clean blow or he lost his footing.
Well, it was a left hand, wasn't it? He's swinging him around with a left hand.
That'll give Drilzane all the confidence he needs. It's up to Khan now to answer the critics.
Well, Drilzane clearly fancies the case now. He wants to create his own little bit of history, and his fans on the far side are going wild. Good left hand from Drilzane, and a terrific response from Khan. Really good exchange there. Both of them landed more or less flush. Khan, though, showing himself too easy to hit. Taken too many shots, I'm sure, for his backers' liking.
There's
right hand again from Drilzane, Duke, sorry.
There's the right hand again, John. You called it as I said it.
Well, it's the closing stages of the 7th round now of 10. Khan's winning the fight, but knocked down there in that round. And, well, is that a 10-8 round against him? I think Paul Thomas was right. Let's take another look at it. This is from the wide shot. Now, there's the left hand. Yeah, he's touched down. That's a knockdown, Duke, no question.
Yeah. Watch it again, John, on the replay.
Is his foot caught in the rope? He's just off balance. I mean, okay, he's not hurt, but that's a knockdown.
Yeah, it was a knockdown, not a legitimate knockdown. The shot didn't land cleanly, not enough to leave him concussed, but he touched down nonetheless.
Came back well, though.
Keep doing
Came back well.
And whether that's storm, head low, head up, head low, don't keep up too
the
low.
Scorecard as Duke's seeing it at the moment, and there you are. The knockdown makes it a 10-8 round to Drilzane. Is that the first round that he's lost in his professional career? He had a dodgy one against Kamyati, but I think when he hung his chin out and got clipped, but certainly that's the first time he's been floored. Into the 8th round. On our card, on Duke's card, Amir Khan 4 points ahead, but Drilzane still dangerous.
Well,
the crowd a little bit subdued.
Yeah, he's winning this fight at the cancer, John, he really is. Just doesn't need to do anything silly. I mean, what he's done in that round was a little bit silly, a little bit complacent, which will give this guy all the confidence that he needs, this Drilzane. But Khan's just got to keep using the jab, keep feeding him the jab, keep the left hand up, not allow him to get any confidence, make him miss, make him pay. It's as simple as that. Beautiful body shot.
But he's been clipped too much, for my way of looking at it, against a man who does not have huge credentials. He's beating him to the jab as well now on occasion, as well as with that right hand. The right hand's been a thorn in the side of Amir Khan, but Drilzane has showed himself to be more than a lot of people expected. That's good. Good 1-2 from Khan, but he stood back and admired his work.
Well, he's a little bit more weary now, John. Obviously, he's felt the power of this kid and he's just more weary.
There's the right hand again from Drilzane. Khan coming back with a flurry of pitter-pat punches, but the right hand is a danger.
Tape's just coming loose on Khan's glove. Referee need to get a hold of that.
Good uppercut from Khan. It's a good job that Drilzane doesn't have the punching power of an Asolino Freitas, so somebody of that ilk.
Oh, and a left hook, and a right hand he walks onto again there.
Freitas, the dynamite punching Brazilian, for those who haven't seen him. Applause from ringside for that fast combination from Khan.
Well, Khan's got his boxing brain back on now. Got the hands up and the chin tucked down. Not going to take any chances. He's too well schooled for that, John.
Well, he's had to think, and there's nothing, you know, there's no bad thing about that. There's a clash of heads in there. Khan got caught pretty flush by the forehead of the Frenchman. But these fast bowl-over knockouts don't really do too much good. Remember a few years ago in the learning curve of Amir Khan when he went in against Belcastro, the Italian, and one or two fights like that. He learnt more from those than all the quick knockouts. Nazim Hamed, that is.
Yeah, these fights, John, they hold you in good stead when you step up in class, real genuine class. As you've already stated, the domestic scene's red hot. So, you know, let's just hope he goes that way. You know, I mean, he's learning his trade, and that's what it's all about.
Well, he's rode out the storm and he's won that round and won it handily. So after the 10-8 round, which was the 7th, back to business. Hear what's going on in the corner.
Watched out, Oliver.
Here's some more action. That's a really good right hand, that one from Amir Khan. Really good shot. Drilzane catches him with the left hand, but the bulk of the work there was coming from Khan.
You've got to move your top off when you're walking
Dean
away.
Powell there saying, move yourself,
okay?
get some lateral movement.
Dean knows his stuff, John. He worked with me in many of my fights.
Speak down there, just keep this.
Amir is behind, he's taking the
Gauche. Il est
And
comme ça,
there's
ça veut dire qu'il est
Drilzane.
comme ça là. Tu le regardes, là, il est comme ça, tu descends, tu parles, tu piques là. Ok, tu piques.
Pretty much unmarked.
Seconds.
And the big crowd here, something between 7,000 and 8,000 they reckon was going to be here on the banks of the Thames at the XL. And most have stayed on after that hugely dramatic fight earlier on and that brilliant victory for Audley Harrison. Good right hand from Drilzane again.
So I like Khan when he's got his hands up, John. For me, he just looks so much more complete when he's got that left hand in place, because then he can really work the jab. But when he drops it down to his waist, he can be hit with the right hand. He's wide open to it.
And there'll be fighters who come along who've got much more of a dig than this fella.
Absolutely, there are plenty of bangers in this weight division, John. I just wonder if Khan's starting to feel the pace a little bit now, John.
Well, it'd be no surprise if he were. I mean, he's 20 years old, still growing, still maturing, still learning. He's fought 10 rounds in sparring before, but it's an altogether different thing in front of a big crowd. Good shot, really good right uppercut. Drilzane takes it well. That's as good a shot as Khan has thrown for some time.
Yeah, it's more psychological than obviously physical, John, when you get in there and it's your first 10-round fight.
Is he now going to have to go the distance? How much is he learning from this one? All questions which we'll analyse, of course, in the minutes to come, and we'll be reading about it, no doubt, in your papers tomorrow and on Monday. We'll hear from Barry McGuigan at the end of this round, see how he's reading this one as Khan looks to unload to the body.
You know, I really believe in this round, Khan's saying to himself, let me see if I can stop this kid. Let me see if I can really set down on my punches and plant my feet, see if I can hurt him. Hasn't hurt him all night long yet, John.
No, he's not. Although he's landed flush 2 or 3 times and landed some really good, solid-looking uppercuts, he's not wobbled, Drilzane. Remember, the man who's been down was Khan. OK, he was off balance, but nevertheless went down for the first time in his pro career.
Drilzane applying the pressure, but not doing enough of it, not punching off it.
Trying to leap in behind that left-hand lead. Khan, remember, only in his 10th professional fight.
This Drilzane, facially, John, resembles Miguel Cotto, the new WBA,
he does a bit, doesn't he?
The new WBA light welterweight champion.
He does a little. Fortunately, doesn't punch quite like Miguel Cotto. Well, there goes the bell to end the 9th round. Khan in control, but he is learning a few lessons out there, I think. Here's Barry McGuigan. How do you see it, Barry?
I agree. I think he is learning a few lessons. He's boxed exceptionally well, despite that dubious knockdown in the 7th, which I question. I don't think he was knocked down at all, actually. But it won't do him any harm, the fact that he got knocked down, dented his pride a little bit. But he's handled it very well. He's never boxed 10 rounds before. He's handling a genuine light welterweight. And sure, he's not able to bowl this guy over. But the point is, he's placing every punch and he's boxing beautifully, mixing his combinations to head and body. Yes, I agree. I'd like to see his hands held a bit higher. But he's learning, and he hasn't taken too many bumps, and very good display. Good fun.
Thanks a lot, Barry. Well, Amir Khan then has 1 round to go on his way, it looks, towards this Intercontinental belt, as recognised by the IBF, and a big crowd has hung on to see the conclusion. Late here, terrific evening's entertainment of boxing. And Amir Khan now, is he 3 minutes away from his first professional belt?
Well, I think he is, John. No, barring the knockout, which is what Drilzane needs, and knows.
He's caught him with the right hand, and Khan wants to hold on.
Well, it's the only way he can win this fight now, John. It's the KO Khan.
Drilzane didn't like the fact that the referee stepped between them then. He caught Khan with the right hand in that corner. Khan looks to have regrouped well. And the initial flurry of Drilzane maybe has blown itself out. Goes to the cards, remember, if it does go the distance. John Coyle, Roy Francis and Terry O'Connor are the referees, are the judges rather. All of them top-class referees. Roy Francis now retired.
But for me, John, this has been a real good learning curve for Amir Khan. I do think he stepped up to the plate. It's his first 10-round fight.
Caught again by that right-hand counter. Drilzane trying to stalk the British fighter down. The Khan faithful have been a little bit quiet, but now they roar as he uncorks that lovely left uppercut. Good fast hands, good hand speed. Looks as though now it's going to go the distance.
I would have liked to have seen more head movement from Khan, though, John. And more feints, John. More kicking.
Oh! Got caught again, flush. Good right hand by Drilzane. Khan now looks as though he means business. Going to try and produce the grandstand finish. But it was the right hand from Drilzane, which again rocked back the head of Khan.
Needs to move the head.
Well, it was right on cue, just when you were saying, I'd like to see more head movement. It's a good shot again from Khan, and he's finishing the fight fast. Gets caught again by a left hand, but Khan's looking to take him out in the closing seconds of the 10th round. Gets caught again by a right hand counter. He was wide open, and as he punched himself out there, he couldn't sustain it, and he was caught by a really sweet right hand back from Drilzane.
Well, Drilzane's just left it much too late.
Khan couldn't get him out, believe me, he was trying to finish that fight there. Beckoning Drilzane in, and he's been forced to go the distance. Khan's won the fight, no question about it. He's won it by a long way, but Drilzane has made him go through the gears and has tested him all the way. Amir Khan has still got the L plates on, he's got the first belt, but Drilzane, my word, he showed some guts when Khan started to unload. Came in with a solid right hand there, Duke.
It was a good shot on Khan, wanted to hold on, John.
Whoosh.
Look, he has to hold on.
And here's Amir unloading. Left hand from Drilzane as Khan does so. Maybe a little bit wild with that attack, and takes one or two shots in reply, and in the end virtually punched himself to a standstill.
Yeah, he gave it his all, John.
Amir thinks he's done it, and I don't think there can be any doubt that he's won the fight. But it was a good scrap, a proper fight.
Absolutely.
Cards are being tallied, and words of congratulation for Amir Khan from Father Shah and manager Asif Vali. And there's Rachid Drilzane, who's certainly given a good account of himself. Jamie Moore there in the corner congratulating his training partner. And we wait now to see what the scorecards are. We've just got him losing the one round, the 7th.
Absolutely, John. It was an invaluable experience for Amir Khan. I can't see that he's lost this at all. Nice learning curve.
And in a moment or so, I think we're going to have the final scorecards. So taking a long time, just checking everything's absolutely right. The belt's been brought into the ring. What a good night's entertainment we've had. If you're just joining us, well, where were you? Where were you? At last, Audley Harrison did what he's been threatening to do and talking about doing for the last 6 years. He looked like a world-class fighter as he beat Danny Williams, and now Amir Khan, a bit of icing on the cake, waves to his fans there on the far side of the big auditorium here in London. And still we wait for Michael Pass, the master of ceremonies, and I think now we can get the result of this IBF Intercontinental Light Welterweight Championship fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 10 pulsating rounds of championship boxing, we have a unanimous decision. All three judges, John Coyle, Roy Francis and Terry O'Connor, are all in full agreement to the score of 99 to 91 for the winner and the new IBF Intercontinental Light Welterweight Champion from Bolton, Amir Khan.
They are. Amir Khan's won all bar one round. That'll be the 7th, and it was scored by the judges, as you probably heard, only a 10-9 round, not a 10-8. So Khan gets his belt, and I'll tell you what, Duke, I think he's learnt more tonight than he has in the rest of his career.
Yeah, absolutely, John. This kid didn't come to lie down. He came to fight. Okay, couldn't match Khan where it really mattered. However, it's a good learning curve. He took some right hands, had to stand up to it, got backed up in various points in the fight, had to get used to that sustained pressure. You know, the show goes on.
The show goes on. It's 10 out of 10. There are people who will say that's a show which shows fallibility in Amir Khan, but it's also a show which has shown him learning. Jim.
Thank you, John, and that fallibility makes him a very, very exciting fellow. And what a crowd puller he is too. No one leaving this arena, don't worry what the time is, they all wanted a touch of the charismatic Amir Khan. We will talk to him. We'll have a little review of the heavyweight action as well. We could just have seen the last of Danny Williams here tonight on the back of that hammering by Audley Harrison. We'll be right back to hear from the new champion. You're back with us, and the belt, the first of many, I would hope, around your waist. You will hopefully win more prestigious belts than that one, but how does it feel?
Definitely, yeah, first of many, and I'm so proud of, you know what I mean, having the belt. So it just shows all the training I've been doing is just paid off, and yeah, it's like my first 10 rounder, you know what I mean. I skipped it from 6 rounds, I missed it 8 rounds, I went straight to 10 rounds, and I was fighting a guy who was light welterweight, and I'm on your lightweight. So to me, it just shows that I'm coming on, yeah, and I'm getting better.
Have you ever been 10 rounds anywhere before in the gym or anything like that?
To be honest with you, I've never ever done 10 rounds in a sparring session. The farthest I've ever gone is 8. So this was all new to me, going 10 rounds. But I enjoyed it once I was in there, and I got flowing. Everything just come come on his own. Yeah, I enjoyed it.
We've watched your career, 23 rounds in 9 fights. I think you've blown away a lot of people. This was a real taste of the proper stuff, the big time.
That's right, yeah. Everyone wants to see Amir Khan go the distance. They thought Frank's getting me easier opponents who I'm just knocking out. But this guy's boxed up to welterweight, you know what I mean? I'm only a lightweight, genuine lightweight, who walks around at 10 stone 1, 10 stone 2. So I've just shown that I've got the stamina, I've got the fitness, I've got the mental strength, I've got everything to it, and I can take a shot as well.
Sure. I was going to say that you did take one or two too many shots for your liking in that one.
That's boxing for you, know what I mean? It's not, you're going to go in and shower.
You've got to get hit.
Yeah, you're going to go in and shower and you're going to get wet, aren't you? You know what I mean? So you're going to go in a ring and you're going to get punched and you're going to get hit. So it just shows that I can get a punch, I can take a punch and come back from it as well.
You took a count for the first time in your career. Have a little look at it and tell us what happened from your point of view.
That was never a count, you know what I mean? The guy come rushing in, my foot got stuck into the ropes and the ref just...
And that's where you got hit right at the end as well, and that was your big flurry coming back. This is the 10th round, by the way, and you're coming back full of fire. That's just three little snippets there that we've seen.
And I had that bit left in me, so I wanted to just finish myself off, you know what I mean? And he was hurt, I had a bit left inside me, so I wanted to show a bit more, you know what I mean?
Just to say on that knockdown, your feet got a bit tangled up in the ropes, didn't they?
It wasn't a knockdown. It wasn't never a knockdown.
Well, I'm afraid it was because you started counting.
You can never call that knockdown. My foot got stuck into the ropes. It was never a knockdown. It never was a knockdown. You know what I mean? You can ask the crowd. It was never a knockdown. You know what I mean? My foot got stuck. I got up straight away, and I was back to normal again. Even the ref said, "I'm sorry." I mean, even you, it was wrong.
Here it is. Is it really slowed? And I bet you.
He missed me with that shot, and my foot got stuck there. There was no punch thrown. So you're telling me that there was a punch thrown there? There was no punch thrown down there.
And you're up very rapidly as well. We can't be too harsh on the ref. He's been at it for 30 years. It's his last fight, by the way.
Yeah, he said he's sorry as well, so yeah, that was good.
Just finally, I mean, a heck of 2 days for you. The teenage years are gone, and now you're a champion.
Definitely, yeah. Teenage years are gone. My birthday's finished. I'm celebrating my 20th birthday. I've got my first belt. I want to thank my family, mum, dad, everyone. I want to say Merry Christmas to everyone and a Happy New Year. And I want to say good luck to the lads in the Ashes and Sajid Mahmood over in Australia. And another thing is my sparring partner,
relative,
Nigel.
of course.
Yeah, and Nigel, my sparring partner, you know what I mean, he hit me a lot. He was a middleweight and I needed that sparring partner. He had me a lot. Lucky I was sparring with him.
You've run out of names now, haven't you?
I've got a few more, but...
No, you've run out. We'll be here till dawn.
Thanks,
hey, happy birthday, well done. We're going to have a quick word with Frank Warren here now. Now, Frank, he wants to be a world champion this time next year. What chance?
He's going the right way. I mean, whether it be by this time next year remains to be seen. But it was a good performance. It'll be his last fight at light welterweight. He'll go back down to lightweight for the future. But it's a good learning fight for him. He kept his composure. He got caught with a couple of good shots and still kept his composure. He well won the fight, but the guy did come to fight and he didn't give up.
Now, earlier on, Audley Harrison fought terrifically well, but he's still got to win over the crowd, hasn't he? But this fella, Amir Khan, has got every single boxing fan, in fact, every single sporting fan in the palm of his hand.
Without a doubt. I mean, he's a likeable lad, and he's crossed over past boxing now. Everybody knows him in this country, and they like him. Wherever he goes, they like him.
Just a quick word for you about what Audley Harrison did tonight.
You've got to take his health. You take your health to him. I mean, I've been probably his fiercest critic, and what he did tonight, he did well. He caught Danny in the first round, and Danny never got into the fight after that.
Frank, thank you very much indeed.
You're welcome.